It is Friday. I am feeling good, and I hope that you're feeling good as well. It is a holiday weekend for those of you that indulge in those types of things. It's Halloween tomorrow, and you know what? It can just be about fun. It can. It can just be about dressing up, handing out candy to the tots, seeing how adorable they are, making them happy and smile, having a costume party and being silly for a few minutes, allowing yourself to do something silly or to have fun and just cut loose. I think there's a lot of healthy aspects to doing something like that. So happy Halloween to those of you that are into that. If you think I'm demonized, then just click on. There's lots of other channels you can go to, and that's just fine with me. So hey, I wanted to talk to you about a really cool guy that I had a chat with today. We're going to call him Tony. He's still in the wacky world of Watchtower. He still has to occasionally go to the Kingdom Hall and play the game. And let me tell you about Tony and a little bit of his story. He was an elder at a young age. He was a Bethelite for a while, a pioneer. His wife is still in the club. However, fortunately, she's kind of weak. She's not real gung-ho. She hasn't ratted him out because he has some divergent beliefs. He's learned a lot of things. He sees some of the fairy tales that he has been taught. And so here he is. He's in this position where he's not, a kid anymore. He's got a passel of youngsters now to raise, and he has a JW wife, and he's like, I want to get out of this stuff. Just recently she called the elders and said, my husband could use an encouraging call. And so the elders came over, and he's like, this is the last thing in the world I want. And he said he just laid it out. He told the elders, he had doubts. He didn't believe in things. He had problems with beard, the rule against beards. Oh, we don't have a rule against beards, blah, blah, blah. Double speak, prevarication, coded language, all the things they say. But you know what? Fortunately, these elders were not that aggressive, and Tony was able to just speak on some matters, but he didn't reveal all his cards, and they left, and no one's after him. But here's the thing is he has questions. He's excuse me, he's on that arc, and I've talked about that before. When we leave a controlling group, we all kind of exit and travel along a path that I think has a lot of similarities. We get off the Watchtower train or the Scientology train or any fundamentalist type of religion, and then we start to see that we can be normal again. We can think for ourselves. However, it's difficult at first, right? Because we've been stunted. We've had to consult the Watchtower or an elder every time we wonder if we should go to our worldly relative's wedding, or if we should have jury duty, or whatever ridiculous things that they make you research and ask whether it's okay to do or not, you see. And so here he is. Here's Tony on this arc. He's getting out mentally, and it happens over time. The first little bit that I was out, I didn't want to celebrate holidays. I didn't want anything to do with pagan stuff or demonized stuff. And then as time goes on, my viewpoint changed. I would like to think that I got a little more mature. I got a little more developed in my thinking, a little more dispassionate about, what's right and wrong. Watchtower thinking, once you get that out of your mind, your true self continues to flower and to blossom. And so I just let Tony know, you can deprogram your kids. They're still young. You're not going to have any problems there. They're not going to want to grow up to be witnesses. if you're helping them to think. And he says, oh no, I'm always teaching them critical thinking and how to think for themselves. And I said, well, then, thank God your kids are going to be spared. And it was a positive conversation. And he kept saying, I know you're real busy and thanks for your time. And yeah, we're all busy. Everybody's busy. And I'm glad that I could talk to him and help him. And there's so many people that they're right on the cusp. They're right on the edge of leaving, of escaping, of freeing their minds. And we can all have a hand in helping somebody, I really believe that we can. And then near the end of the conversation, Tony wanted to know about, well, where do you see Watchtower going? I mean, I think they're running out of money. There's building projects in Wallkill that they've just left. They've just abandoned because they're behind on building this new, super Watchtower compound in Warwick, upstate New York. What does it all mean? And I said, well, look, to me, it means that Watchtower is losing some support. Does that mean they're going to crumble and fall apart and next year we're all going to have a big party? I don't think so. They're sitting on $1 billion. They're sitting on $1 billion. So they can afford to hire PR firms and private investigators and high-priced, business executives and lobbyists. I think they have all that. How many other billion-dollar corporations don't? Do you think Shell Oil has those? General Electric or General Motors? Do you think they have lobbyists and private investigators and security details and publicists and PR people? Oh yeah, they do. So it stands to reason that Watchtower is not going to just lay down and let their brand die. And I said, it might take 20 years before they're marginalized, before they're really, really, just a shred of what they were, or a shadow of what they were. I hope it happens sooner. But you know what? We're seeing progress, right? We're seeing cracks in the Watchtower, and it's encouraging. Am I going to be making videos like this in 20 years? Yeah, seriously doubt it. You never know. You never know. Just like Evie said recently, someone else will pick up the torch. We finish one channel finishes its videos, and they're there for posterity and as a testament to one person's experiences and impressions, and then another person pops up, and it's beautiful because that is how we all participate, and we all have a share in our world and in taking back our freedom and taking back our voice when we do that. So anyways, I just wanted to tell you that I had a great chat with Tony today. I wish you the best, my friend. Continue to travel the path you're on. There's a lot of people, I know many of them, that have gradually won their spouse over, helped them to see the truth about the truth, and I think she'll come around. You just got to move slowly. Don't make the mistake that I did and some of us did and just blurt it all out without knowing better, because that most of the time doesn't work. So good luck to you, Tony, and good luck to all of you strugglers that are out there. Every day you're coping with, you're coping with worries and fears and guilt and doubts and, leftover programming, virus-filled programming from a puritanical fundamentalist cult. So you understand that, and you can work through it. You can take action. You can take charge. You can talk to your mate. You can talk to your friend. You can talk to a therapist. You can email me. Go on Facebook. Lots of great groups. Do that. Make it better. Get better. Let's do it together. Talk to you next time.
The order is rapidly fading, for the times they are a-changing.